Cold hard. I got speaking to the mic. Okay, check it out. It's been a minute since I done something, so I'm just gonna give y'all a quick little something. It's called visual compression in Region 7. I'm waiting on Region 8. I ain't heard nothing. Somebody tell me so. Check it out. So what this is visual compression. This is my vocal bus. You see everything. I run a de-essing bus. I kind of did a tutorial on that. So we're gonna go to what I'm actually talking about. That's very simple. Let's go. It's not really about the music, but I'm gonna bring the music up a little bit more than that. Alright, so check it out. What we're gonna do is, you see the waveform. What we're looking at is the peaks in the waveform. See, around 12 to 24 is where it's gonna kind of range. At certain spots, it's gonna hit more than others. But so that you understand what compression really does, you're gonna see that the most of the vocal itself lies around in here, down in that area. Below, it's gonna be a big solid piece. That solid area. Although all of that part of the vocals are very close in range, which is right here, the level of the volume, right? So what a compressor does is it stops the peaks, the loudest points, not the bottom points. It is not going to affect that down there. It's going to affect this up here. So this is how you're going to be able to see it, basically. We're going to go and get to it. So when we apply the compressor, let's go to the vocal bus. I want you to get to see the bus over there. Right. You know we're on the vocal bus. And when we apply it, take it all the way down, press all the way down. Pretty struggling. Oh. For one thing, I'm looking at this. See, I hadn't mixed this track yet. I was in the middle of actually mixing this track. I'm just going to talk to you for a minute. So, I was like, man, I'm actually seeing it compress it. Until I penalize and put it back to square mode. Ain't got no issue with you, bitch. I'm about this money, honey. Bitch, ain't got no issue with you, bitch. I'm about this money, honey. Riding back in town with 3 sleepy hoes. Sipping this some pimpin' business, so talking on the phone. Alright, now back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. Engineering habits. So, we're going to go back to the vocal bus, and you're going to see that I'm controlling the peaks with the compressor. See right here. You don't understand about this pimpin' business, man. I know that you wondering. As you see this light, that's going to go down. I know my computer's struggling. Probably need to come back and see what everything's muffled, of course, but see how it peaks down. So the way you want to get that right is pull that up. And so you can see that it's maybe 2 or 3. Let's stop that. So you can see 2 or 3. This is visual compression. Till you see that it's 2 or 3 dBs or whatever, or 12 it says here, right? So I would consider it 2 or 3 dBs. I know it said 12, but it don't sound that much louder to me than the stuff down here. So what you will do is when you see a peak over 12, you want to keep it under there maybe. Just roundabout number or whatever. You want to keep it maybe just that much distance between the lowest part that goes over 0 in the vocal, which will be up here, till the maximum part of it that hits the ears the most. So that frequency won't be beating them upside the ears. But this is not really the frequency you're thinking about. It's the level of the volume of the thing itself. And certain points are like sticky points on them. I guess you could say like a raccoon maybe. You feel me? So the longer quills on the raccoon are gonna hit you first. And so when you're talking about sound, if a certain vocal, you'll EQ that quill out. Hopefully, right? So it'll become more of a rounded basketball type shape when it hits you. But of course, it has to have some parts up 2K or whatever. But so it'll be an oblong shaped thing. So the oblong shaped object in it is the peaks here that are higher than what's going on down here at around 10 dB. So your compressor is going to pull them down some. You want to keep them cool so they don't go so much higher. So when you then turn around and hit your gain right here and push it up, you're going to then push up the whole signal, and it won't be so peaky on the quills, if we'll say that. If you understand me, get at me, man. I know I do it different. I try to. So I'm gonna give you one more example of it in case you didn't get it.
I know you don't understand about this pimpin' business, man. I know that you wondering, how can I make the dime? Go and get the change and bring it back to pimpin' mine. Lord forgive me, I will impregnate an angel with this incense and her own heavenly vision. All my intuition, see them coming, see them.
See how we got that, what, I guess 6 dBs almost gain reduction, and we are at 7 point something. You kind of see how that works. So let's change the rank ratio. See how we got way more up there. So if we change the ratio to infinite. So basically my threshold here, I guess, says 18, but according to what it looks like, it's around 12. But I guess it's peaking at 18. So we out of there. Cold Heart is alive. If you get me, you get me. If you don't, you don't. I'm sorry for not coming to y'all with nothing lately. I just got a very hectic life, and I ain't even really been mixing a lot lately. I've been recording a lot, and we've been working, and I've been making a lot of tracks and doing a lot of people and a lot of networking. So real soon, y'all gonna hear from me in a major way, and like you'll go back to these YouTube videos, and like when I meet people, they don't usually get it that first anyway, but once they do get it, it's over with. Cold Heart is alive. My name is actually Cold Heart is alive, better known as our man. Go to church just to hear him scream my name. More like a fragrance, though, can't be numbered in hell. Though, keep a watch on both on so they can pass it down the line and let them know what time it is. All right, we out.